Hi, I'm Joe with Oz Group. Hi, I'm Joe with Oz Group and Zillow.com. And I am here to walk you through Listing Showcase and what a powerful tool it is to provide the consumer, the seller, with more exposure, which in turn makes you more money and sells your house for more money. So let's get in here. So I'm going to go to, so Listing Showcase, what it's going to do is ultimately we are going to, your property will stand out. This is a feature that is available to only 10%. So 10% of listings on the MLS in your market will be Listing Showcase. So this is a very exclusive tool. This is a platform only available to a handful of agents in your area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Brick, New Jersey, which is a town where we just featured a showcase listing. So now, if you see here, showcase listings automatically. So look how many listings there are in Brick right now. There are a lot of listings. Okay. Out of all these listings, there are 3 featured listings. They should all be showcase listings, or if you're a showcase listing, they will be featured on the front page. So immediately I went to go search for Brick, New Jersey, and this is a showcase listing that we have listed currently, and it is in the top 3 properties listed. I'm going to click this showcase listing. Now, it just looks, first thing I want to point out is that showcase listings look different. They pop off the screen, okay? They're going to show up more often in searches for the consumer. These showcase listings, they have 68% more likes, 70% more shares, and are viewed 72% more than a non-showcase listing. So now that you've seen kind of what a showcase listing looks like, I'll show you what a non-showcase listing looks like. So this is a property that is not a showcase listing, and this is kind of what these properties look like. And the big difference is on a showcase listing, which is this one right here, we have these scrolling photos, which are constantly moving, okay, which is going to grab the consumer's attention. Next, we have 3 options here. We can view all photos, we can view floor plans of each floor of the house, and we can view the home through a 3D tour. Okay, so we scroll down each area, we have photos, we have 3D tours that we can take, and then we have a floor plan. So in the floor plan, what you ultimately can do is you can click anywhere in the house, click the floor plan, and that'll bring you right to a 3D tour. I can go up, I can go down, I can move around. This is just a much better consumer experience, especially when we're shopping online. I'm going to go back here. I can go to regular photos. Again, if we go to the non-showcase listings, they do not have 3D tours. They do not have floor plans. Okay. Here's the living room. Same thing. So I want to do a 3D tour of the living room. This is a split level house. So that means there's going to be 3. A split level house is a house when you walk in the front door, you have 2 choices. You can go upstairs or downstairs, right? There's 3 levels, and we can kind of do a 3D tour of each one of these. And again, we can always go back and we can look at the floor plan if we want. This is just a much better interactive experience for the consumer. This has been, again, back to the exposure. The more exposure that you receive as a seller, the more eyeballs we're going to get on this property, the more showings that we're going to get, the more offers that we're going to get, and the more money that we're going to get for you. So if the goal is to pull the most amount of money possible out of this property, this is the #1 tool to do that with. And again, this is exclusive to only 10% of properties in any MSA or any market. If you look here, this property has been on the market for 5 days, 2,500-ish views, 132 saves. Likely to sell faster than 94% of the properties nearby. I really like those numbers. Finally, what I would like to point out is when you list with Oz Group, when you list with Zillow, when you list with showcase listings, what you are going to receive is you're going to receive full representation by your listing agent on that property. What does that mean? What Zillow does is Zillow on a non-showcase listing property, let's go back to this one right here. What Zillow does is Zillow's in the business of selling leads. They are going to sell contacts to your home when a consumer wants to see a property. So ultimately what happens is when someone clicks on a property and they want more information, Zillow figures out who gets that contact. It's usually the highest bidder. It's a real estate agent that's paying the most amount of money to meet that buyer. The goal of that real estate agent in purchasing that lead, that communication, is they want to sell that person a property. And they don't really care if they sell your house or any house on the market. So ultimately, when you have when you have the consumer clicking through and asking for more information about your property, you want them speaking to your actual representative, the person that is you hired to sell your property, that knows the ins and outs of your property and understands all the sellable features and can talk on the property and make it a priority to get that person in there. So for example, if I want to request a tour here for this property, which is a non-showcase listing, there's really no information about an agent. What's going to happen here is if I want to go see this house at 9 a.m. on Monday, June 3rd, and I hit next, what's going to happen is they're just going to route me to whatever agent pays the most amount of money for listing leads, buyer leads in this area, and this is zip code 08723. Contact agent. There's no information about your agent, and I can't even guarantee that this is going to go to the listing agent that you hired to sell your property. So back to search. I go to the showcase listing. Again, looks much different. It is predominantly, the listing agent is Ethan. He is a member of Oz Group, powered by eXp Realty. Ethan has branded himself as Hindsight Realty. We love that. And ultimately, contact Ethan. So he is the listing agent on this property, and he is the person that the buyer will speak to. Any consumer that's interested in this house, wants to make an appointment, wants to know when the open house is, has questions about the property, they're going to speak directly to Ethan, who is the listing agent. So those are the intricate features of Showcase. Thanks for listening.